just take it in again. Ooh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How you doing? And this coming here, this peaceful, beautiful Memorial Day. This beautiful, beautiful Memorial Day. They come here. Nope, I'm not talking about me wearing my same dress. Leave my dress here. I love to go to bed. Very, very comfortable. And when I wake up in the morning, I just grab my dress and just throw it on me and come sit down. As you can see, I just woke up, brushed my teeth, came downstairs to grab a cup of coffee. So, this is my night dress, my day dress. If I'm not doing anything around my house, if I'm not planning to go anywhere, I wear my comfortable clothes. So nobody more can you and can't tell me, say me, bro, you get on that same dress, that my dress, that me pay money for it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Anyway, happy Memorial Day to everybody. And if you're a service member, I would love to say thank you for your service. And thanks to our fallen heroes as well, the one who served and are no longer here. We say thank you for your service. We say thank you to your beautiful family you left behind. We pray God continue to watch over them. But anyway, let me take a sip of my coffee. What the time here in California? Let me see the time. It's 9:19 a.m. So like I said, I woke up not too long. As you know, today is Monday, so no school. And y'all won't believe it. Oh my God, my car door closed on my finger. It broke my nails. It's so painful. But I have to go for the pro to fix it. But I need my nails to heal because that car door is heavy. It banged my whole finger. But anyway, I was listening to, Senator Nancy Doe situation. My condolences to Samuel Doe and his the kids, Nancy B. Doe children. My condolences to the family, to the Grand Judea community. We say our condolences. But since the whole situation, I already been doing a lot of research about the Constitution of Liberia and what the Constitution says. And Liberia Constitution is similar to the Constitution of the United States. Do you know in the United States, Michelle Obama do not get pension? George Bush's wife, Ronald Reagan wife, the late Kennedy wife, doesn't get pension. And the government of the United States do not bury them. They gave them honors. They gave them respect, where the family will do everything, and then they'll put a little thing in there for them to do. So maybe take the body to the Senate or to wherever house they take it, and give the first lady her respect, the things that she did when she was in office. And from there, maybe they will help the family escort the body to the final resting place. But it is not the government duty to bury the first lady. And that's the same with Liberia. It's not in Liberia Constitution. When you are a sitting first lady, yes, you're going to get money. They're going to give you a little purse because maybe you have organization, you got things that you want to do, like how Michelle Obama was doing the school lunches, the exercising thing for kids. That was her project. But once you get once you're not serving the country no more, like how Barack did his 80 years, he did his term and he got out. Only President Barack Obama is getting pension. Michelle is not getting pension. Michelle was not the president. So that similar law Liberia has. There is nothing in the Constitution of Liberia, because I went looking on Google to look at the Constitution of Liberia. There is nothing in the Constitution of Liberia that says they have to be responsible to put First Lady, give them a state funeral or state burial. There is nothing. And there is also nothing that says you have to give First Lady pensions. So probably that was the reason why. And I know I heard Mommy Do saying that her mother or her dad used to give Tubber wife, money every month. I think he was doing it because maybe of the guilt of how he came into power. And like you even say like Chastity gave your mother 72,000 in cars. Chastity also doing it out of guilt of everything that went on between, during the Liberian War and his, oh my God, my ear is on, sorry guys, and his participation in the war. So it could be that, he felt somehow responsible for the role he played, and he wanted to be able to, take his time, talk to the First Lady and apologize to her. But there's nothing in the Constitution that says First Lady are supposed to get pension. There is nothing in Liberia Constitution that says First Lady are supposed to be buried by the sitting government when they die. Because you have to understand, the reason why there's a First Lady is because you are the wife, but you're not the one. You're only the First Lady because of your husband, who is a president. So people were commenting, just how you give Prince Johnson a state burial your shoe. First of all, I want to tell you, Liberians, just how I know Grenadians will give Nancy Doe a state burial. I know the Grenadians going to do that. But Prince Johnson funeral, you have to understand, Prince Johnson was a sitting senator when he died. Prince Johnson was a sitting senator for Nima County when he died. So he was an active member of the government. So they have to do what was due him. But most of what you saw was done by Nima County, because we know who Prince Johnson was to Nima County. We know what Prince Johnson represents for Nima County. That is the reason why Prince Johnson was honored the way he was honored. It has not much to do with your Liberian government. If they did the state thing, they did whatsoever they were supposed to do. From there, Nima County got their body. For Prince Johnson going to every important or city in Nima County, it was the Liberians that decided to do that. Liberians played a big role in laying Prince Johnson to rest. It was not just the Liberian government. If the Liberian government forget it right there, from there, they were just even going to bury him in Moroville. Or maybe say, okay, where we're going to be buried. It was the Liberians that they ordered that. But looking at the Constitution, yes, do I feel like Nancy Doe should have or state where maybe the presidents or Liberia has money to do that? I think they can do that because of, her husband did some shit. But do we blame her for her husband thing? Can we blame the kids for what their father did? No, we're not going to do that. So I feel like if Joseph Boakai and his people want to say, you know what, we're going to join the Grenadians and give the former First Lady a state funeral or state burial, then that's good. But they are not forced to. There is nothing in the Constitution that says it. I was in a shock when I was looking at American Constitution. I was like, damn, so you mean Michelle Obama, all these other people don't get pension? No, they don't. They don't get any pension. That's why you see Michelle Obama, the books she writing, those shows she producing, that's how she makes her money. The only person that get pension is the presidents. The presidents, when they are alive, like Bill Clinton, he still get his pension. Hillary Clinton will get pension because she worked as a chief of staff, or she was something in this country. She had a big position during Barack Obama time. She had a great position. So because of that, Hillary Clinton going to get pension from the government. But other than that, Laura Bush was just a first lady. So Laura Bush no longer get pension. Michelle Obama, or the late, how you call the candidates, when they kill her husband, She didn't get any pension. Whatever her husband had that was supposed to be given to all her life insurance and whatsoever, that's what she had. So because our constitution in Liberia, because I went Googling Liberia constitution, and that is why I decided to make this live, so we all cannot be confused and think, say, oh, the government did this, the other government did this. By law, nowhere in Liberian constitution say, if Doe was alive, if Doe was still living, yes, Liberian government, the Ellen Johnson said, the child sitter, every government that came after him, it was, if it was a great, change of power, like election win, and then, he a retired president, he was going to get pension. So her husband was going to be entitled to getting his pension till he died. But she, as a first lady, no, there is nothing in the constitution that say that. So we're getting all this thing here messed up. Why they're not giving Nancy Doe money? No, they were not supposed to do that. If they wanted to do it, they were doing it under their own kind heart, that they wanted to be kind, and they wanted to, just hike up. But there is nothing in the constitution, because I look on Google, unless maybe they change the constitution, but read Liberia constitution this morning. If you go on Google, you can go. I even said tag, I posted on my page and even tag Shadow Rival in it, that there is nowhere in the constitution that said that the sitting president or the sitting government supposed to bury any first lady. So it's kind of like to say Julia Howard Taylor. She wasn't receiving any pension when she was with Taylor, when Taylor left. No, she wasn't. It's not supposed to be that way. If Julia Howard Taylor died, can they give her a state? Yeah, she was a former vice president, and whatsoever. So because of that, the government might step in, or she might even be receiving pension, because since she's a former vice president. But as president's wives, you do not receive pension. Even in the great United States, president wives do not receive pension. They do not receive burials. They don't. What the state can do, what the government can do, the sitting government can decide, we're going to play our part by maybe bringing the person to, how usually when people die, like when John Lewis then died, they took them to the house. The people come, they gave the woman her respect and whatsoever. But it is not the American government job to bury Laura Bush, Michelle Obama, all those people. It is not the American government job. The only thing they can do, if something happened to Biden, yes. If something happened to Barack Obama, yes. If something happened to Bill Clinton, yes. If something happened to George Bush, yes. But for their wives, no. The family will plan a whole program, and then now the government will say, okay, they'll leave a slide there for us, and this is what we're going to do to give her honors, that military honor, maybe that flag, just to know that, okay, she also cannot help her husband. But they are not folks, it's not compared that the government is supposed to bury it. Like how the government is forced to bury or retire president. Like we've been in the country, we've seen presidents that have died, we've seen the kind of burial they gave them. Yes, the government is supposed to do that. But they cannot do that for the first lady. So because we all getting way ahead of ourselves. If you don't believe me, go on Google, go read it. I did it. I posted on my page. You can go on my page as well. You can see that is from Liberia. Something, that's what I Google, because Liberia in America, in the moment I read America On, and they said that first lady, they're not forced to do that, I knew that was the same thing with Liberia, because most of our rules and regulations are kind of like, like what it was taken from here and taken back there by, the free slaves that went back there. So, it's kind of like that. But most person, yeah, the same way they Prince Johnson was fully, 100% fully Nima County on that thing. And he was a sitting senator. But Liberia, even the government did not do much as what Nima County did for Prince Johnson. So I know the same thing. Nigerians are huge people, they kind of like Liberians. They are very powerful people too. So at the end of the day, you can tell that Nancy, the former president, Mrs. Doe, is going to have a beautiful ceremony, a beautiful resting place. They're going to do all of that. But before we start blaming Oponwia or all these people, Pape Boakai, all of that, no, it's not in the Constitution. And because it's not in the Constitution, I think that is the reason why maybe opponent they what, what they did, but not, but they could be respectful about it. They had a lot of money. They could say, yes, still give her something. But I know they say they took her to ECOWAS. Of course, she won a case and everything. I don't know where Liberian Constitution say, but there is, what I read, there is nothing in there that a first lady should receive pension. There is nothing in there. There is nothing in there that say the sitting government is supposed to be responsible for giving the first lady a burial. It's nothing in the Constitution. So that's what I wanted to tell you. You can go research it. You can go look at it. But you cannot compare the late former first lady to Prince Johnson, because Prince Johnson was a sitting senator for Nima County, and you all know that. He died as a senator. So that's why he was given such an honor by his people, because we all know what Prince Johnson did for Nima County. It never go unnoticed. We actually, that's why Nima County gave him the kind of burial, befitting a king, especially losing so many great Nibarians that we never had the time to bury the right way. So it was kind of like, just whatsoever. But at the end of the day, again, I would love to say our condolences to the Grenadians community right now, to Liberia, because either way, we are all connected some way, somehow. But that's about it. So y'all have a great day. And I'm going back in my bed. Bye-bye.